Now that we have power back, welcome back to some more Stormworks. I'm StormRunner Gaming, and today I am here with another Friday update here. And right behind me, as you can see, I have a light lit up on that little wall I have created here. And if you guys are wondering what is causing that light to turn on, it is not a button, it is actually the sensor that is sensing I am close to that sensor and turning that light on. As well, if you squint kind of look a little bit to the right of that light, you'll see a instrument panel with one bar lit up showing that there is one person in the area here, as well as we've got a 1 number on this dial. So the most recent Friday update brought us player sensors. So if I step off of there, this sensor right here under that dial is sensing that I am close to it. As well, we do have different sensors that'll sense when we are in a seat of any type, I believe. And you can have an output value from that. So if you do want a engine or something to be turned on, you want power to be restored to a vehicle when you get in a captain's seat, that is now a viable option. As well, if you want to make an elevator out of a seat or something, as the developers did, then you can do something like that as well. But I've been playing around with this little sensor here more than the chair for a couple minutes now, and I found a couple interesting things about it. First thing I found out is that it's kind of more of a radius around it until you go behind it. And if I go into my third person mode and sneak around this wall here, you'll see that it's actually not turned on even though I'm right behind it basically. Once I get into like 180 degree around at the front end of it in this kind of arching pattern, then it'll see me turn on the light, it'll turn on the other indicators as well. And real quick, if I jump this right back into our workshop and slap a wall right here in front of it, you would think that the wall would probably just make the sensor not work in front of it. I apparently can't speak English right now, but apparently not. Even though we have a wall right here, the sensor still senses that I'm on the other side. I don't know why this is happening. I'm assuming because the sensor works as a sort of area effect type of deal, because wherever you point it, it has that 180 degree radius of where it can see you in that arch, and it doesn't really matter if walls or anything else are there. But I do have another interesting observation about it. I do have to get rid of my own wall here and spawn it back in. But if we go into our mission editor, I'm going to go and quickly grab a couple players here. So right now I have that light on. The dial right here is showing a 1, and our bar segment for players has a 1 on it. But I've got some willing participants over here that I'm going to bring over here now in a straight conga line. So we can bring over, and one of the things I was really interested to see is that the NPCs also set this thing off. So if you are what the... this isn't a merry-go-round. Apparently it is a merry-go-round. But if you are transporting, players for a mission, or NPCs for a mission, then you can actually have a sort of sensing system to make sure they're still in your vehicle or something. I don't know if this is an extremely viable option or something people want to do or not. I mean, it's probably going to be difficult to find any of these in any survival, building up the... I don't want to say series, but the survival mode of the game where you're building up your company. So you'd actually have to find it and buy it and everything. So I don't think many people will use it for that. But at least the chair indicator might be something good for that. But of course, with a lot of other bug fixes to the game as well, we do have one other thing that the developers did add into the game here, and I'm going to be going over there real quick. The last major thing they've added in this update here is a pump for fuel in the Arctic here. So any of you survivalists out there that do need to purchase some fuel and are living up in the Arctic, you can get some fuel here at the crude oil stop at the northern part of the main island here. But anyways, that is all for this video here. So of course, if you guys like this, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel to stay up with Stormworks and more of my content. But I've been good goodbyes, so people need me, and I need to go.